Never start your healthy eating journey like this, by obsessing over what not to eat. Because here's the truth. Most people fail not because they eat the wrong foods, but because they build the wrong relationship with food in the first place. In this video, we're not just dumping a list of bad foods on you and calling it a day. We're going to show you why some foods aren't great for you, but more importantly, how to make better choices without losing your mind or your favorite snack. Let's cut through the noise, stop the guilt, and focus on 10 foods and drinks that are seriously dragging you down, and what to do instead to actually feel better, look better, and live better. First off, let's get this straight. Healthy eating isn't about being perfect. Trying to cut out every single unhealthy food from your diet is like trying to walk a tightrope during an earthquake. Not only is it impossible to stick to, but it can also wreck your mental relationship with food. You start seeing meals as good or bad, and suddenly eating becomes this stressful, guilt-filled experience. No thanks. Instead of chasing perfection, chase consistency, chase awareness. Know what's helping your body, and what's just making your taste buds happy for 2 minutes before making everything else worse. All right, let's start with drinks. Because sometimes, the worst stuff we consume isn't even something we chew. 1. Soft drinks and cordials. You probably knew this was coming. That soda habit? It's doing more damage than you think. These drinks are loaded with sugar. Not like, oh, it's a treat loaded. We're talking 9 to 10 teaspoons of sugar in a single can. Every time you chug one, you're flooding your body with calories that have zero nutritional value. Zilch. But it doesn't stop there. Regular consumption is linked to obesity, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and even fatty liver. Here's the sneaky part. Your brain doesn't register liquid sugar the same way it does food, so you don't feel full, you just keep going. 2. Diet drinks. Okay, but what about diet soda? It's sugar-free, right? Well, kind of. But most diet drinks are packed with artificial sweeteners like aspartame or sucralose. And while they don't have calories, they can still mess with your system. Studies show artificial sweeteners can increase cravings, mess with your gut bacteria, and even cause your body to expect sugar, which can trigger insulin spikes and fat storage. Plus, there's research showing they may weaken your bones over time. Seriously. A lot of people who quit diet soda actually find it easier to eat healthier overall. Why? Because they're not constantly craving sweets anymore. 3. Fruit juice. Now this one hurts, because it sounds healthy. Fruit is healthy, right? Sure. But fruit juice? That's a different story. See, when you juice fruit, you strip out the fiber and concentrate the sugar. 1 glass of OJ might contain the sugar of 3-4 oranges. Would you sit down and eat 4 oranges at once? Probably not. But you'd drink that glass of juice in 30 seconds. And without the fiber, your blood sugar spikes. You get that sugar crash. Then you're hungry again. It's a sugar roller coaster dressed up in a wellness label. If you really want juice, try veggie-based ones, like cucumber, spinach, or celery. Or better yet, just eat the fruit. 4. Alcohol. No surprises here. Alcohol is basically empty calories with a side of regret. It slows down fat burning, messes with your sleep, dehydrates your skin, and even lowers your immune system. Oh, and it can ruin your workouts too. The guidelines say to stick to 10 standard drinks a week, with no more than 4 on any one day. And yes, having a few alcohol-free days each week makes a huge difference. Cutting down can help you sleep deeper, think clearer, lose weight faster, and even reduce anxiety. So what should you drink instead? Water. Boring? Maybe. But essential? Absolutely. Your body runs on water like a car runs on gas. It helps you digest food, regulate temperature, flush toxins, and carry oxygen around. Skip water and you're running on fumes. Aim for 8 to 10 cups a day depending on your age and activity level. Pro tip? Get a bottle you like, keep it with you, and flavor it with lemon, mint, or cucumber slices if you want. All right, let's move on to foods. And brace yourself because yes, some of these are gonna hurt. 5. Cakes, biscuits, and chocolate bars. You already know they're not great, but the issue goes deeper than just sugar. These snacks are calorie bombs that give you zero satiety. They spike your blood sugar, then drop it like it's hot. You end up hungry again, and probably craving more sugar. If you're dealing with cravings, try this. Swap the junk for something high in fiber and protein, like fruit, Greek yogurt, or a handful of nuts. Or allow yourself the treat, but eat it slowly, mindfully. Actually enjoy it instead of inhaling it and feeling guilty later. 6. White bread. Here's the thing about white bread. It's basically sugar in disguise. Made from refined flour, white bread digests super fast, meaning it spikes your blood sugar and leaves you hungry an hour later. Plus, it's stripped of most nutrients and fiber. Want a better option? Try whole grain or sourdough bread. They're higher in fiber, lower on the glycemic index, and actually taste more satisfying. The fiber helps regulate your blood sugar and keeps you full longer. 7. Fast food. You probably saw this coming. Fast food is convenient. It's cheap. It's engineered to taste amazing. But it's also a landmine for your health. These meals are packed with calories, saturated fat, sugar, and salt. They don't fill you up. And worse, they're addictive. Eat fast food regularly and your body starts craving it more. Your brain gets hooked on the fat-sugar-salt combo. And that's how one cheat meal becomes 3 a week. Plus, fast food is linked to anxiety, depression, and poor body image. It's not just about your waistline, it's about your mind, too. 8. Ice cream and flavored yogurts. Ice cream is basically frozen sugar and fat. And flavored yogurts? They're often just as bad. Even the ones labeled low-fat are usually pumped full of sugar to make them taste better. That means they spike your blood sugar and leave you craving more. Want something better? Go for plain Greek yogurt. It's creamy, rich in protein, and much lower in sugar. Add some berries or a drizzle of honey if you need a little sweetness. But now you're in control of it. 9. Processed meats. Let's talk bacon, sausages, salami. All those meats that seem tasty but are hiding a lot of nastiness. Processed meats are preserved with chemicals like nitrates and nitrites. These can turn into carcinogenic compounds in your body. That's why the World Health Organization classified processed meat as a Group 1 carcinogen, same category as cigarettes. These meats are also high in saturated fats and salt, which raise your risk of heart disease, cancer, and high blood pressure. Try switching to lean cuts of unprocessed meat, chicken, fish, or plant-based protein, like lentils and chickpeas. 10. Commercially fried foods. We're talking fries, fried chicken, onion rings, all that deep-fried goodness that does your body dirty. These foods are soaked in unhealthy oils that are often reused over and over again in restaurants. That leads to the formation of trans fats, which increase your risk of heart disease, stroke, inflammation, and even some cancers. They're also insanely high in calories and offer almost no nutritional value. Swap them out for oven-roasted options or use an air fryer at home. You still get the crispy texture without the chemical mess. Here's the bottom line. It's not about cutting out everything bad. It's about knowing what those foods are doing to your body and making smarter choices most of the time. Give yourself grace. Enjoy the occasional treat. But focus on fueling your body with food that makes you feel good. Not just for 5 minutes, but for the long run. Your energy, your mood, your sleep, your skin. It all starts with what you put on your plate and in your cup. Want to keep upgrading your health? Watch this next video that's popping up. It breaks down the 5 best anti-aging exercises backed by science.